May I invite to the stage Liis, Vares and Taavet Jansen, two artists based in Tallinn who are closely linked to the Estonian Academy of Arts and who are going to share with us about their production Held in a Human 2, Rose in Your Brain.
So we are talking again about our project, maybe from a little bit different perspective than last time. Held in Human 2, Rose in Your Brain. Held in Human is actually worked in 2 iterations. It's a production by Estonian Academy of Arts in really deep collaboration with Electron Art Company. Electron Art Companies is a relatively young Estonian institution who started 2020 as an online venue for performing arts. And during the next years, when the world was open again, it focuses more on the, let's say, gray areas between different art forms, and they always have a performing aspect in it. And the artistic director of Electron, Annika, is also here, and you can later approach her with more detailed questions about it. So our project was in 2 phases. First one was in 2023 in Estonian, in like a big gallery space, and the second iteration will take place in a week in Estonia, the Tartu University Academic Library.
So we give a sneak peek into the first iteration, those who don't know or haven't seen it. So it happened in this huge gallery space, and the main idea was to create a digital cloud around a physical art piece. And in the physical space, we wanted to create like sensation that would be very close to the feeling of being in a mother's womb, where something is growing. But what is growing there? That we didn't want to say ourselves, but we spread like all the technical means around in the space and invited the audience to use them. And we really were there in a residency, following the audience and trying to understand where do they guide us. So, for example, they could whisper there, they could enter text, their own thoughts, imaginations that appeared in the space. And we recorded these things and kind of also made a summary as in a haiku form at the end of each day, and there is the gallery there to understand what is connecting these people that maybe passed by in very different moment there. And now getting close to the second iteration, there we also had this AR archive where all the input from the audience was saved and represented through phone. But this was a beautiful idea and very potential one, but we understood that this device was kind of not working. People didn't want to enter through their own phones, or even it's a very, very small screen for this, this huge space that opened up there. So we moved to these headsets, MetaQuest 3 headsets. And so now the second iteration.
Now we are working with mixed reality performance, interactive 3D reading experience. So the text is around you, you put the helmet on and you will be navigating through it. So it becomes choreography of thoughts and collective thought space. But while working with I don't know, last 4 years already mediated performing arts, we have questions arising like what is the presence in nowadays? What does it mean in performing art? What does it mean it in our everyday reality? And where and what is the stage nowadays? And who and where is the audience? And also who is a performer? So, yeah.
Yeah, so for example, the premiere that we will have in Estonia, the stage will be the physical stage, will be in this university library in Tartu. It's a public space, so there the performer or the audience that is the performer also becomes really the performer also for the other people passing by. And we picked this public space because we think like the medium is right, or the focus for the people who are passing by, they are already kind of in the state of going into text. And so for the and it's very diverse space also in the sense of the age of people who are there, and also the nationalities and the backgrounds. Really, like young people, like very different people meet in the space. And for the physical space, we work together with an architect who has the task to make a design that would kind of invite people to enter this virtual layer that is, it's only the headset, you know, like how it would work from the outside to be inviting and like to have the good onboarding to the piece, and also that it would work for from inside for the audience, that it's safe and it gives still like an empty space where you can move and really interact. And we are working with organic materials. That is something really close to people. So we use wood, and it has to be like adaptable for different spaces. So in this space, we have the wood, like a kind of tree constructed there, really like built together from real wood, but we can do it in an office space where we maybe only have a leaf of a tree. So really use what we have already, or what the given space gives us. But it's a mixed reality, so it's like only one layer. The other design is happening like here in this text file. We have this configuration file, where here you can see like there are the scenes there, examples. So we can really design the space, like, and program what is happening in this headset, and like really draw the attention where it's needed in specific physical space. So we can change the content, we can change timings, we can change the language, whatever is needed. So we have like this stage there, or a dramaturgy that is very flexible.
And this was possible thanks to unit developer Norbert Pape, what we met in Academy of Theatre and Digitality in Dortmund. So we can even say that our working process happened in two phases, with a second iteration, and both of them took place in Dortmund. So we were in 1 month residency in May, where we maybe one thing about Norbert is that he has a Unity developer, but he also has a background in performing arts as a performer. So this made our collaboration very easy, because we also have a background in choreography and dance. So we could easily understand each other's flow. And that was really valuable and priceless, working with a coder. So we focused in the first phase only on prototyping. We had an idea. We didn't know exactly how it is possible. He made a quick prototype. We put the headset on, we experienced it, and we didn't work further, but just we let it go. And then we tried with another idea what we had. It really sped up our process. So in the end of the first phase, we had actually fully functional prototype already. We took a summer off, we worked in Estonia, worked with composer, worked with graphic designer, and met again in October, where we came straight from Dortmund here. And in October, we finalized, fine-tuned already, and make it sure that the software is reliable. And at the same time, we worked remotely with our colleagues in Estonia. And which I want to point out, working with a mixed reality headset sounds really funky and opening that our team in Estonia could also experience it. We could just upload our APK, they would download it, put it on, and experience it and give us a feedback. It sounds much better on paper. In physicality, in the real world, it was problem because of time, syncing the time. While they are freelancers in Estonia, and we are in a studio constantly developing, the moment then they have managed to install it, gather and experience, we already have 5 versions further, so it didn't really work out.
So just a little sneak peek what happened in Estonia this summer. So is it?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all so much. I would ask you all to join me in giving a big round of applause to all the artists and speakers we had this morning so far. So, 2 organizational questions. We're going to have Annabelle with us for some housekeeping rules.
Thank you so much, Carla. Thank you to everyone who has just presented. We are doing an ACuTe picture. So if you're an ACuTe partner, please stay in this room and stay here on the stage. We're gathering here and probably take this wonderful roll up to get a picture together. And from yesterday, we found a notebook on the lectern. So if you're a speaker and you're missing your lectern, perfect, wonderful. Please come see me after. Thank you.
Wonderful. And for the rest of us, we're going to have a short coffee break now to re-energize. Our wonderful host prepared everything there, and then we come back here for conversation, for Q&A, for deep diving with all the wonderful people you heard this morning. So we're going to continue at 12 here.